I would like to say hello to everybody and thank you so much for joining us today. I am going to be talking with you about how libraries can bring peer-reviewed online learning courses to their organization and talk just a little bit about today how you can increase your library value by using e-learning courses like the ones that IEEE provides. My name is Jennifer Fong. I am the Director of Education Products at IEEE, and I am excited to share with you today. So thanks for being here. So let's start by talking a little bit about 2020. 2020 is not what anyone expected. With the pandemic, with shutdowns, with quarantines, schools closed. I mean, this is what we're all living right now, our reality. But providing the right content in the right format has become more important than ever. And because people are working from home, they still need to do research, but they have to do it from home. Students are learning from home, but they still need resources. Faculty are, poor faculty, they're being asked to teach in hybrid arrangements, which requires many more hours of work, and they need all the third-party content that they can find. And learning and development has all of a sudden become this really essential part of caring for employees who are exhausted and who are stressed. So special libraries are actually really uniquely positioned to play a critical role in all of these scenarios. And I'd like to share with you a little bit today about how e-learning from IEEE can help you do it. E-learning can fit into the plan B your library users are facing. Now, you may be saying, hey, I'm a library. We don't offer classes. We offer books and other kinds of collections. That's somebody else's area. But let's just take a look at that for just a minute, because e-learning classes from IEEE can serve an important purpose for your constituents and make your library even more valuable, no matter what kind of institution you serve. So we're going to break this down and take a look at this from a couple of perspectives, from students, faculty, your researchers and your engineering departments, as well as your learning and development folks. And we're going to start with students. So, you know, as students face learning in brand new ways, e-learning courses can really help. With faculty so much busier and often remote, students must sometimes find additional resources on their own to explain challenging concepts or explore new areas. I see this with my own son. He is starting his freshman year of college in my basement. And there are times he's got to go and find resources beyond what he's learning in class to really understand or grasp concepts. With a library of hundreds of e-learning courses, the IEEE e-learning library is a great resource for instruction from global subject matter experts in many of the topics that students are studying and perhaps struggling with. Whether it be extra clarification when working on a project, or an introduction or different viewpoint on a technical topic, the e-learning library provides tremendous value in self-contained modules that can be accessed from anywhere, just like IEEE Xplore. And now let's talk about faculty. You know, we at IEEE have been talking to engineering faculty at institutions around the world, and universally, really universally, the switch to remote instruction has been really hard. Anecdotally, faculty are telling us they're working up to 60% more than before, and that makes it really hard to find good online content to support students that's available no matter where students may be. And often that is students who are in other countries where certain types of content, certain websites just aren't available. Vetting resources is time consuming, but so is creating your own from scratch. That's where engineering libraries can play a huge role by offering online engineering instructional content that is peer reviewed and globally relevant. Professors can focus on supporting students in this unprecedented time, something that they're being asked to do a lot more of. They can also keep their own skills up to date with these courses, making sure that they are aware of the latest developments in their fields of interest. And then, of course, you've got corporate librarians who need to support researchers, your engineering departments, a lot of the things that are happening at the corporate level. Corporate librarians can also bring a lot of value when providing e-learning resources within their collections. For example, new hires can be brought up to speed quickly on a variety of topics, from technology to leadership development to ethics to standards, all from their own devices. And this is whether they're in the office or they have to work remotely. This saves the organization time that would otherwise be spent individually mentoring. And if new hires are international, IEEE's English for Technical Professionals program can also be handy because it provides the English strategies needed to effectively collaborate and communicate in a technical workplace, which can really be made even more challenging when we are doing it in a remote environment. And another area where e-learning can help is when researching adjacent technologies. This can help your researchers gain insight in knowledge beyond what they are currently working on and help them discover new areas that may impact their results. Because IEEE e-learning courses are developed by global experts in these technologies, your researchers have access to experts from around the globe to teach them about the technologies that impact the work that they are doing. And of course, this global perspective enables your researchers to move beyond what is understood internally and provides a broader view of technology and its impact around the world. And another area that is starting to grow is library support of the Learning and Development Department. An e-learning collection that supports the engineering department is another way to serve the interests of your organization, contributing to the overall development of the technical staff. Your library offers other sources of content to the organization and knows collection management best. So why not add e-learning from a trusted publisher to help with that? Since research shows that organizations that invest in the professional development of their staff are more likely to engage and retain them, an investment in e-learning can really pay off many times over. Your institution can offer IEEE e-learning courses through IEEE Xplore, through the IEEE Learning Network, which is our IEEE learning management system, or we can deliver industry standard course files for your organization to load onto its own learning management system. However you choose to provide the content, libraries increase their value to the entire organization by providing collections that serve many needs. And that includes your Learning and Development Department. So the IEEE e-learning library, this is the view of our collection on IEEE Xplore. And what you're going to find in this library are hundreds of courses developed by leading experts from around the world in a variety of technologies, as well as leadership and career development skills. The entire library is peer reviewed. You're just not going to find peer review when you're trying to find content that you source out on the internet. Peer review is something that makes this collection very unique and very valuable. These courses are available 24/7. They are mobile friendly, and they can be accessed from anywhere in the world. You're not going to get stuck behind firewalls. If you are a university librarian, this can help to meet ABET accreditation requirements because, in particular, there is an ABET accreditation requirement of global relevance in an engineering curriculum. And by accessing this content, what is really important is that you are getting perspectives that are global. We have subject matter experts from around the globe that are designing these courses. So that really helps you to meet that ABET requirement. And there are a whole variety of different areas that we cover, which I can show you here. You know, they're vast. We have courses in telecommunications, in computing, power and energy, standards, aerospace, bioengineering, photonics, and so much more. You can see it all here. You know, some of our latest courses includes collections of programs, we call those course programs, on topics like the ethics of artificial intelligence, on 5G networks. We have a program recently on edge computing, another one on the Internet of Things. And this year, we have programs coming out on artificial intelligence standards, on data privacy, digital transformation, which is a huge topic in industry right now, machine learning, as well as we just released one on automotive cybersecurity, which is really important for autonomous vehicles. So these are exciting topics. They are up-and-coming topics. They're the latest things from the leading experts that are out there studying and developing things for this right now. So these are a great resource to have in your library. So to see if your organization currently has access to the IEEE eLearning library, you simply need to click the Browse button next to the, and you can see it right here on the screen. If you click Browse next to the Xplore logo and then click Courses, you'll be taken to the courses homepage. You can click on any topic to find courses in that category, and any course title, just like with any other content on Xplore, any course title that has a green lock next to it is one that is part of your organization's subscription. And you can also speak to your account manager at this IEEE booth, virtual booth, to find out if you have access, and also to get information on how to add it to your library's collection if you don't. So with that, that is what I had to share with you today. Do we have time for questions, Claire?
We do, sure. If anyone has any questions, you can add them to the chat box in the actual Zoom group chat, or even on the booth chat on the right-hand side, or feel free to unmute, but I don't see any questions just yet.
Okay.
And just a note, we are going to be sending out the recording of this, so if you've stopped by, if you were were able to join the booth and join this talk, we'll be sending out the recording of this so you can refer back to it, or if you missed any part of it, we'll be able to share that as well. Oh, Isabel asked Jen, are these courses videos?
These courses are actually a variety of things. It's not just straight videos. They're actually professionally instructionally designed. So there are instructional segments, there are pieces that you will be interacting with the content, so you might have a drag and drop exercise, or you might have to fill something in. So they are much more engaging than just sitting and passively watching a video. These are actually designed to have knowledge checks, and they're designed to have quizzes and all of those pieces. We also use professional voiceovers in them. So they're a lot more complex than just a video.
Great, thank you, Jen.
Sure.
I think that's all the questions I saw in here. But again, we have one more from Samara. Okay. Do you have tiered pricing? And if you want to answer that, Jen.
Tiered pricing. Well, you know what? I am actually going to say that is a great question for your account manager. I focus on getting these courses out there, and your account managers can talk to you about how to get these courses into your collection. And you will be in great company because we have a lot of organizations around the world that really do rely on this content. So you'll be in good company.
Thank you. All right. I think if we don't have any other questions, like I said, you can stick around on the video chat if you'd like to talk to any one of your, we have a couple account managers and some of our CSMs. Oh, I have one more coming in from Isabel.
Okay. This is fun.
Let's see. Okay. Any tweets about this service? So Isabel, are you asking, is there a Twitter account for the educational services, or I can forward tweets to our social media person. Oh, sure. Isabel, if you want to, oh, for the courses. Yeah, if you want, I will send you my email directly, and you and I can talk, and we'll get in touch. We have Jen's marketing manager, Angie, on the call too, and we'll be able to kind of provide some social media that you can use for that as well. Thank you. good question.
Absolutely. And, you know, Claire, I think that actually is another really great point. One of the things we can do at IEEE, when you add the courses to your collections, we're happy to work with you to create the resources that you need to market it to your constituents. So it's not enough just, as we all know, it's not enough just to put them in the library and then just hope people use them. You got to make sure people know that they're there and know the value and know what to do with them. And we are able to provide resources and work with you to make sure that you've got what you need to make sure that you are able to make the most of your subscription.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Jen. We really appreciate this. If you want to, you can stop recording now. And like I said, we'll be able to share this. And if anyone's interested in the slides, or actually if you have any further questions, you know, feel free to hang out on the line, or we can talk via email as well.